How have you been holding up, my dear? Well, judging by the fact that you seem to be in the same predicament you were when we first became acquainted with each other, I have some concerns that your fears might have been realized. I see. That is a shame. I apologize if I have given you any false hope about tonight. It was my intention for you to have a pleasant experience. Then, I'm glad you were prepared for this sort of outcome. But if I may, the event is still ongoing. There is still time for this to turn back in your favor. There are quite a few attendees looking around to chat. 5 minutes with each would have you talking all the way through the early hours of the morning. Plenty of fresh faces to work with. Is that so? That's quite an achievement, then. Are you certain you know them already? It's a bit difficult to make out specific faces from here. Oh, yes. I shouldn't be surprised that you would recognize your own work. I'm sure commissions make the customers easier to remember. And that, too. You all must see each other often at these sorts of events. Old schoolmates or even repeat clients, maybe? Yes, that sounds right. Though I can't say I saw you speaking with many of them today. There was one I recall earlier. The owner of the largest produce supplier in the country, yes? He's made quite a name for himself at such a young age. Increased the scope of the business nearly tenfold since ownership was passed down from his mother. I wouldn't say that I know him personally. It's just what I gathered from speaking with him earlier when we crossed paths momentarily. A bit skittish, I might say. Is that so? I couldn't tell from how he was acting. Not someone I would have expected to be the brazen type. But I will take your word for it. I seem to be living up to my reputation then, unfortunately. I suppose I instill fear in those who don't know me well, especially with recent events. There are as many people impressed with my actions as they are terrified of them. The beasts lurking within these circles may be wary of the hunter that has decided to grace them with her presence. They would stand no chance were they to provoke me. For today, that means causing problems for you, my dear. Fortunately, I have yet to run into that sort of problem, but unfortunately, they have been causing problems for me. And so the outcome has been much the same. Well, that they run off with their tails between their legs, of course. My mere presence has had that effect on quite a few of your would-be suitors. First, I must apologize that my being here to serve you has had some unintended results for you. The purpose was to stand guard while you searched for a good partner. But while it may seem to be a cause for concern, I must admit I cannot see any of these individuals as being fitting for you. Some of my peers have been proven to be unable to handle being in the face of adversity. That friend of yours was proof enough that some people are all bark and no bite. And some are very particular with their tastes to the point that their standards are quite unrealistic. I have done my duty to scope out any possible prospective suitors that would find you to be worthy of their time. Unfortunately, they seem to have their own priorities that might not align so well with yours. Luckily, I've found someone that would be suitable for you. It may not have been part of your expectations for me tonight, but I decided to go above and beyond for your sake. Through all my searching, there could be no other who was worthy of your hand. Would you allow me the opportunity to court you? It would be the greatest honor. Would you? What? I'm sorry, I just didn't expect... Excuse me? Oh, wait, I'm not done speaking with... My apologies for the disruption. Please, everyone, enjoy the rest of tonight's event. What was that about? I won't let you leave until you answer me. Why would you say something like that in front of a large crowd? A proposal like that is not the equivalent to publicly humiliating someone. What? How is that in any way humiliating to you? What does it matter what your peers think? It's not like they were going out of their way to propose to you. You even said so yourself. Is it not enough for you to feel desired for once? You know as well as I do that no one's approached you because... No, I'm not going to say anything else. I told you I wasn't going to agree with anything like that. I'm just using your words because you seem to have forgotten. It was never about that. I care more about other things. You have a lot going for you that I can't say for many others. Don't put words in my mouth. I've told you exactly what those things are. Obviously your skills and your... What does that matter? Your wealth means nothing to me. I have no need for money. Then what are you accusing me of? What other reason to desire money is there? What does Sir Faber's fiancé have to do with this? If you're insinuating that I have any interest in someone so low and pedestrian, you are sorely mistaken. Of course I want someone better than that. What do you think I planned this entire proposal for today? What? Don't you dare compare me to him. I haven't worked as hard as I have just to be seen as some sort of imitation. I have done my work. I have been the only one to accomplish what I have. I do not stand in anybody else's shadow. This isn't anything like that. I didn't ask you to marry me to get someone off my back. There's no one else in my life. Excuse me? Aren't you one to talk? It's not like either of us are drawing in suitors. Wait, no, I didn't mean it that way. Please, listen, I just don't appreciate being accused of settling for you because I'm... What? I am not someone to settle with. I know my worth. I know you do too, but... Wait! Can we settle this so it isn't how we end things off tonight? even if you need some time to yourself, can I at least make sure you get home safely? I have a commitment to you until then, and I want to end your night on a good note. I understand. I won't make it worse for you. At least stay until I can find a guard to replace me. Don't worry, I know someone. Summer will treat you well. I wouldn't trust anyone else to do it. I'll be back soon.